Hi there. Welcome back for another episode of Stone Storytelling with Rex, wherein I get a little bit baked and I tell you some silly stories from my past. Today's story is Angry Senior Citizens, LSD and Willie Nelson. This story takes place a number of years back. When I was still living in Oregon, I was working for a rock and roll club, and I happened to be very friendly with the gentleman who was the booking agent, and he was also the booking agent for a larger company who was responsible for bringing artists to various venues. And one of the artists he was bringing in for a show was Mr. Willie Nelson. Now, my friend knows that I'm a really, really big Willie Nelson fan. I think the guy is just amazing. He's a gifted musician, he's a humanitarian, very socially conscious, super bright man. Definitely one to be admired. And I was just ecstatic to hear that Willie was coming to Portland. And my friend was very, very kind, and he put my name on the list for free tickets at the door, which was quite helpful because I was kind of broke at the time, as I am now. Funny patterns and such. Anyhow, I digress. The time for the concert came, and I got myself all ready to go, rolled up a few joints, threw them in my hat, and put on my overalls because, for me, summertime means two things: overalls and acid. I don't know why they go together, but they do. Just trust me, they do. So, got my overalls, got my joints in my hat, ready to go, grabbed my little square of Rainbow Fun Times. Oh, right on the tongue. Now, I get to the concert. It's kind of getting ready to rain because this is Oregon and raining is kind of what it does. So I set my little low-slung chair down on the hill, and I got the umbrella behind me, blocking me from view and some of the rain, and I bust out a joint and fire it up, and I'm sitting there smoking, and eyes are getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and my grin's just getting more and more shit-eating. And the opening act goes, and he does this whole set, and it's time for Willie to come on, and the sun's just starting to come down a little bit. And the venue that we were at was all open floor, amphitheater, outdoor concert venue. I mean, typical sort of thing. A little sloping hill leads into a flat area. First come, first serve. Now, it's a concert. I don't care if it's Willie Nelson. I don't care if it's Dan Ward. It's a concert, and you expect that people are going to stand up. That's Matthew right there. You expect people are going to stand and dance and kind of shimmy around, wave their hands, or whatever. But you don't sit on the floor at a concert anywhere, indoors, outdoors, anywhere. You don't do it. Now, there are blankets laid down on the grass, and it's pouring down rain by this point. And people are standing on other people's blankets and just trampling them. And I'm trying to be considerate, and I'm not trampling people's blankets. I'm walking in between the cracks of the blankets, finding places that are already just bare ground to stand. And I'm having a good time, I'm just starting to kind of trip out a little bit, and I'm dancing along, bopping through, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, as I shift and shimmy through the crowd of people. Now, I'm almost to the very front of the stage, and Willie's just coming on. I think he's playing, like, Whiskey River. And I stop, because I realize that immediately in front of me are two old people, senior citizen type folks, Man's got long gray hair, lady's got long gray hair, one of them's got a walker. I think the man had the walker. And they look just kind of generally old and decrepit. Now, no disrespect to anyone who is along in years. I don't mean to say that all old people are old and decrepit. These people, these particular two individuals, were old and decrepit. Now, again, wanting to be respectful and, I'm high as a kite, so I'm just having a good time thinking peace and love and positivity for everybody. I stop because I'm not going to be the guy that bursts in front of the old couple with the walker at Willie Nelson. Like, that is major dick move, and I'm not about to be that guy. Sorry, I'm already a little bit on in here. So I stopped right behind this elderly couple. They turn around and start yelling at me. Hey, you can't stand there. Why are you doing that? You can't stand here like this. These people's spots. You can't stand here. And I look around, and yeah, there are people behind me, but there are like 1,000 people behind me. Because it's an outdoor concert that is sold out for Mr. Willie Nelson. And then I realized that they were referring to the line of 4 people in matching red jackets immediately behind me. To which I say, well, I'm terribly sorry, this is a concert. I'm not obstructing anyone, this is where I'm standing. Not going to do anything about it. They didn't take too kindly to this. The man starts screaming at me again that I need to move or he's going to bust my ass and beat me up and he'll hurt me and this and that and the other thing. At which point, I put my hands up in the air. I say, listen, I'm not touching anybody. I'm not threatening anyone. I'm not raising my voice. I'm here to enjoy a concert. And there's nothing that says I can't stand here. This is general access. And his wife starts yelling, help, 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 police, police, security, security, 911, 911, help, 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 security, security, 911, at the top of her lungs. And again, I'm hands up. I am not doing anything. I am not touching anyone. I am not harming anyone. I am not threatening anyone. But again, I am refusing to move. Because there's no reason that I should have to move. I'm sorry that you're a bag of dicks, but fucking suck it up. We're at a concert. So, again, I just try to, shut it all down, stand there, try and enjoy the show. The old man's yelling at me in my face, yelling at me in my face. Ladies screaming her lungs off. Then this woman, who I swear to God must have been 70-something and has lived a hard 70 years, reaches out with her little claw, grabs me by the face, and shoves me right back into the people that I'm guessing were her children and in-laws. Shoves me into these people, who then proceed to shove me down a line, and then they continue to yell for security. Again, high as a kite, like rainbows shooting everywhere. And I'm at a concert of one of my favorite musicians ever that I had never imagined I'd get to see. I'm not going to let these people ruin my night. But, as we have established, I am kind of a dick. So, they push me down the line. I kind of shimmy myself, wrap myself back up, reach in my hat, pull out another joint, stand there, puffing a little bit, enjoy the song, sing along, pop and dance, and then I start shimmying and dancing forward again, and to the right a little bit. And I shimmied up and danced to where I was equal with the old couple. And I looked at them and I waved and I took a picture with my flash. And I caught this old lady in the arm. And then shimmied on and danced up in front of him and went up to the front of the stage and enjoyed the rest of the concert. It was a beautiful, beautiful night. Rain pouring down, mud everywhere, Willie Nelson singing. Just a magical night. And thankfully I've had 2 other opportunities to see him and hopefully there'll be many, many more. So that's my story. It's just a little short one today. Angry Senior Citizens, LSD and Willie Nelson. Have a great day, everyone.